Hello, I'm Dr Gareth Moore and I'm a puzzle and brain training author, and this is...
Laura Jane Ayres, and I'm also a puzzle author, hooray!
Hey! But in this video we're not going to be writing puzzles, are we, Laura?
No, we are going to be solving them.
Hopefully, yes. In particular, looking at this right in front of your face. Deckscape in Wonderland. Now, in a previous video we had a very quick look just at the very start of this, and we opened it and looked at the first puzzle.
Had a little
so I won't
racky.
repeat that, but it does mean we don't have to go through the instructions.
Mirror.
So, we took the first few cards, which just said basically we're in Wonderland, and we looked at this very first puzzle. Now, in Deckscape, you just keep turning the cards over to reveal what's going on.
Whether you're right or not.
Yes. So what do we have? No place is like any other in Wonderland, but something is strange. And what's strange here compared to your world? And we spotted that it was the shadows were wrong here. So there's no like decoder disc or anything in this game. You just turn it over and see if you're right, which I quite like in some respects.
Yeah.
Works better when you have another person if you're stuck though to look.
Oh yeah, to give you a little hint. Yeah, nice.
So that's as far as we got. Right.
Okay.
In Wonderland, the further you go, the weirder it gets.
Flip this card. Okay.
Right, I'm warning you, nothing here is exactly right. Let's get going. Read the next card.
Okay.
See, the card numbers moved from 5 to 6, but what has changed between the previous image
Ooh.
and the one above? Clouds look the same.
Clouds look the same to me.
Trees in the background look the same. Hillocks behind the exit of the thing.
Don't
look the
hear
same.
the word hillock often enough, I
You
would
don't, do
say.
you?
Yeah.
Hillock means your pillock. I mean, it doesn't really. Was that word American English? I've never heard it in a
no
TV show or
idea.
anything. These tree blobs look the same.
Snowdrop.
These tree blobs look the same. Oh, I locked it. The flower with antlers looks the same.
Was that this? Is this the flower with antlers?
Yeah, definitely, obviously.
Sort of, yeah.
Its leaves
Has the
look the
mushroom
same.
got the same number of spots?
I think so.
Yeah.
The flower with a ton looks the same.
Same number of petals.
And the leaves. And the branches here. And what about the...
What about the paving stones?
Yeah, maybe it's not really a spot the difference. Maybe it's in the border of the picture or something. But what about the paving stones? I can't see any difference to the paving stones. Well, neither of us have spotted the difference yet. I suspect...
That's disappointing.
I think it might be a difference with
Do you think
something
so?
else, yeah. Obviously the text has changed. Does she look the same?
She looks the same to me. She's still
got
got a
a
blue
bow.
stripe in her hair. Same little apron on.
Same bit of hair. At the top of the card, the 5 has changed to a 6, yes. And what about the Welcome to Wonderland at the top? Is it the same? I mean, for example, if this was upside down, one of them, I would definitely consider that to be the difference.
I was just checking that Wonderland was definitely the same at the top.
They really do look the same to me.
They really do look the same to me.
It's a bit of not. The answer better not be this text is different, as I will throw this at the computer screen.
Can't have that.
Well, does one of us have a peek and then give a hint to the other?
Yeah, shall I have a look? Is it
Go
this
on
one?
then. Look at your face. Is it okay? I can see from your face that it's a difference we should have spotted.
No.
No?
No.
Is it the text is different?
No.
Is it something to do with the top of the card?
No.
Is it that the number's different?
No.
Is it to do with Alice?
No.
Is it to do with the picture?
Well, yes.
Why are you laughing?
So, this is what it points you towards. I'm warning you, nothing here is exactly right.
I thought of right being opposite of left. Is that what it is?
Let me just have another little look, see if there's any other hints. So,
I didn't expect to be stuck this early on.
well, hang on. The question is, what has changed between the previous image and this one above? And what has changed?
The number.
Between these two, it's definitely these two images that we're looking at. So, what's changed?
Nothing.
Correct.
Is the answer just nothing?
The answer is nothing. It's she said. We turn this card over. I'm raging already. Nothing. The two images are identical. I told you, nothing here is exactly right.
This reminds. So, like for example, if I'm doing a book of Sudoku, if I write, "Can you complete the following Sudoku?" Is it valid to have the answer at the back of the book? No.
No.
This puzzle is impossible. Or, can you complete the following crossword? No. So I missed no because some of the clues were deliberately too hard.
Not sure about that one.
Not sure about
That's
that
not
one.
captured my heart. I'm not going to
No.
lie.
There was a slight clue, I suppose. Nothing here is exactly right. I'm supposed to say nothing here is the answer. All right. Ha 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 ha.
Right. Well, expect the unexpected.
Every time you give an incomplete or wrong answer, you make an error. I'm not going to keep track.
I'm not going to do that.
Mark an X on the pocket watch. See next card.
Read
Right.
the next card. Goodness.
It's late. A curious white rabbit emerges from the bushes and hands you a pocket watch, saying, "It's late." But late for what? Flip this card to look at the pocket watch. Keep it for the whole game. Since it's already late, mark an X immediately. Oh my goodness, it's a
psychedelic.
A movement illusion.
Love that.
Mark the time here now at the end of the game. I'm not going to do that.
No, me neither.
Right.
We might need that though later.
A flash of rainbow light.
Goodness, we're still here. Although this mushroom has developed a set of teeth now, which is horrifying.
Yes, also you're now on the other side, right? Because... Wait, where's the card?
It still says Wonderland in a regular way.
It does, but the flowers have swapped sides.
The flowers have swapped sides and it's sunset.
Be careful, we're about to enter. The place is like that. Even if nothing changes, everything looks different. But what has changed in Wonderland? The answer can be nothing or everything. Well, it's reflected.
Yeah.
And the flower is open, and there's now a mushroom glowing.
And
there are now 3 prawns on the heart. On the thing.
And there are no hillocks in the background.
And it was a different colour, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And these trees were different colour. Can we say everything apart from the word Wonderland?
Even if nothing changes, everything looks different. Yeah, pretty much everything.
Nothing. She was referring to the Wonderland sign.
Right. Oh dear. I don't know if we're made for this or if it's made for us.
But what has changed in, quote, Wonderland? Yeah, but we already know this is Wonderland, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, whatever. Nothing. Lol, got you again. Instead, Wonderland, the actual land of wonders, has changed, but not everywhere. Everything has a different size or colour except for the sign. So the answer cannot be everything.
Fair enough. So everything except Wonderland.
This is supposed to say the answer can only be nothing or everything.
No, because it's not nothing or everything.
No, it is. Nothing has changed is the answer.
Is it?
Yeah, the sign hasn't changed.
Is that what it says on the back?
Yeah, that's what it says on the back. Nothing, see? 9.
Right.
Strange, isn't it? Nothing has changed, but looking back, everything is different. Yes, surprising that. If you are a little confused, it's completely normal because nothing exists, so nothing is real. Flip this card to look at nothing. Keep it for the whole game. It might come in handy, or maybe not. Crossed out. Then read the next card.
This is playing.
Oh, it's really nothing.
There really is nothing on there.
Okay, next card. Clue card, crossed out.
I'm great at giving advice, although I rarely follow it. Speaking of which, that's all I remember. How did I end up here? Why? And just who, really, am I?
Questions we're asking ourselves.
So many questions, and this is just the beginning, but don't worry, you can do it.
Surely.
If you find yourself stuck, the only solution seems a little crazy. Follow your instincts. That's the correct answer.
I feel that we're not going to enjoy this game.
I instinctively feel like we're not going to be
But
good at
maybe
it.
it's just trying to get you into the whole crazy Alice in Wonderland
Maybe.
vibe.
We've got to think
Yes.
outside the box. In fact,
Yes.
it's probably not even a box.
At some point it turns out it's actually not Alice in Wonderland, it's just a whole load of insects. It's a lice in Wonderland. Yes. Well, it's starting to rain. Tea! That does sound good. I'm going to have some tea. You can carry on
Starting to
reading.
rain tea. There's a few lumps of sugar coming down as well. While you're looking around for shelter, the rabbit runs away and Alice screams, "Mr. Rabbit, where are you going? Don't leave us here all alone." Take the next 6 pink cards and place them next to the deck without turning them over, as shown in the picture. The cards now show the world around you. Now read the 2 visible cards and solve the riddle on card 11. You run with Alice to get out of the rain. You see a small house over the bridge, but it's too far to reach it with a jump. How can you get to the house from where Alice is standing? Swimming.
Flying. Use your sonic screwdriver, or was that something else?
I think that might be something else.
Thoughts in the tea storm. When it rains, it's easy to feel sad and see the world upside down. Nothing has changed, but nothing seems the right way up. And yet, it is enough to change your point of view to discover that the cup is always half full. Right, so this reminds me that when we read the introduction to the game, we were told to take the magical mirror. So I suspect what we're supposed to do here is use the mirror. Am I allowed to take the cover off now?
You can.
Tell me I wasn't
Only
allowed
if you do it
to before.
respectfully. The joy of it. The absolute joy of it.
So I reckon we are completing it like, well, not like that.
But
If I
like...
tilt this.
There we go. We can get there across there.
Yeah. That must be
Excellent.
what we're doing.
Well
right?
remembered. Okay.
How can you get to the house where Alice is standing?
So
You
do we
discard
flip
on
this
top
over
of the
now?
flag. Flip it when you do so.
Do we flip the pink one?
It says only when told to do so. Presumably you flip the pink one,
Yeah.
right? Yes. They have the magic mirror, to quote Beauty and the Beast. Use the magic mirror to reconstruct the half seagull.
Oh, I hadn't even
I didn't
spotted
spot
a
the
half seagull.
yeah. It doesn't look like a half seagull. It looks like a seagull in perspective going up for some food or
Yeah,
something.
it does.
Anyway.
That's what they wanted us to think, though.
And make a bridge. Well, perhaps that's true. And make a bridge that appears to reach all the way to Alice, yes. Although, obviously, she doesn't appear in the picture like that.
No,
If your answer is wrong, mark an X. No.
it wasn't.
Read the next card.
For the first time. two twins come through the door. Greetings, we are two very short twins.
Well, if anything, we're two not very tall twins.
Why do you always have to be right?
Because you were always wrong.
How can you be so sure?
You just said that I'm always right.
I never used the word right in my life.
Do you see? I am always right, not you.
Exactly, I am always right, not you.
Which of the two brothers is always correct?
Oh dear.
Right. Well, it's got to be one of the two, so there's only two options. So if he's correct and everything he says is true and everything, presumably, are we supposed to infer that the other one is always wrong? It doesn't say that. It just says he's always. Is it logically possible for him to be right? Because you were always wrong. Why do you always have to be right? No, that would be a contradiction, right? Because
yeah, although this one we've got a contradiction here as well. I've never used the word right in my life, but he said right up here.
where? Oh yes.
Up here. Why do I always have to be right?
Oh right. So he's not correct. Oh, so neither.
Well, the one on the right doesn't say anything that's contradicted, does he?
No, okay. And he is always to the right as well.
He's on the left of the brother as they're standing, but he's on our right.
Should we say the one on the right then?
Let's say the one on the right, even though that'll be wrong, I'm sure. Neither.
Oh, there we go. That's what I said.
Yeah.
What was the contradiction?
What was the contradiction?
Because you were always wrong. Because it's not always wrong. How can you be so sure? Why do you always have to be right? Those are true. So anyway, we're right, neither.
But they're questions.
Well, it's a bit nebulous. Anyway, both have said something incorrect. One when he said, I've never used the word right in my life.
He said,
and the other one
just said
says,
that I'm always right, but he never said that.
Oh, right. Well, there we go.
Did he not? Why? What did he say? Why do you always have to be right? He doesn't say you are always right.
It's pretty much the same.
Okay.
That sentence is ambiguous. Why do you always have to be right? Can be read as, why do you always have to be right? This is a literal statement. Or it can be also read as sarcastic. Why do you always have to think that you're right?
Yeah.
So it's ambiguous.
Or you are right.
But anyway,
why is that always true?
Anyway, it's not worth overanalyzing. Neither is always correct. Both have said something incorrect. Blah. Do come in. It's pouring out. That's just you.
Oh, sorry. Do come in. It's pouring out there.
If you're thirsty, here's some milk.
We'll join you in a few minutes.
Milk helps you grow tall.
Well, that's probably not true either, is it? And that's probably orange
Read
juice
your
in there
next
or something like that.
Right, goodness. How you've grown, Laura.
You take shelter in the house and Alice drinks the milk offered to you by the twins, but something's not right. The milk takes effect and Alice grows out of all proportion. She has become a giant and she can't get through the door. Maybe if she eats or drinks something on the table, she'll get back to normal. Flip this card.
Just in terms of English, I note that she's grown out of all proportion, but she's actually exactly in the same proportions.
Oh, that's true.
So
maybe out of proportion with the house,
Yes.
but not all proportion.
Maybe if she eats or drinks something, she'll go back to normal.
Down here.
Yeah, it's like a chicken's bottom.
Do you think so? A
No.
blue chicken. Oh, here.
Place the next 3 cards on the table as shown without turning them over. You cannot change the order of the cards.
Well, we can if we want. I bet we have to.
Do you think?
Yeah. Well, I'm not very good at thinking outside the box.
Do you want me to put them back in?
No. Ha 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 ha. Just one of these 3 will make Alice
The
smaller.
way you laugh, does it?
Ha ha ha. Just one of these 3 will make Alice smaller. The other 2 will make her even bigger. Suggest what Alice should eat or drink. Turn the corresponding card over when you have decided to find out if it has the desired effect.
We still have a blank card.
We still have a blank card. We have a nothing card
mirror.
and a mirror. Right. So this one says, warning, if you eat this chocolate cookie, you get bigger.
This one says, warning, if you eat the cookie to the right, you get bigger. This one says,
warning, if you drink the potion in the middle, you get bigger.
So these, I mean, do we know that only one of them makes you bigger? Oh, right, it does say. 1 will make her smaller, 2 will make her bigger. Well, this is true, then this makes you bigger.
So
If this is true, that makes you bigger. If this is true, that makes you bigger.
But is that to the right of... from the perspective of the bottle?
Yeah, because look, there's a picture of her. So she has the yellow one on her left. So this is her left, right?
Yeah.
So the one to the right, that will make you big. It says so. If you eat the cookie to the right, which for her is this one, right? So that will make you bigger. If you drink the potion in the middle, you get bigger. So it must be this one.
Do we think that one?
Yeah.
Should we turn it over?
Yes. Yes, as soon as she eats this cookie, Alice shrinks back down to a normal size. But looking at the cookies from Alice's perspective, from the other side of the table, you can see, yes, so we were correct.
3.
It's stopped raining, the twins have returned and want to accompany you. Discard this card and 14 and 15. Then flip 17 and read 18.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, and read 18, which is on top.
Oh, thank you for
Okay.
explaining that.
The twins are coming with you.
Here we are.
We've put on our comfortable shoes.
We'll help you look for that rabbit.
You must know how to get out of Wonderland.
Flip this card and leave it on the table along with card 17. They might come in handy.
Goodness. I think I would be really annoyed. I feel like do they go the other way so they match up? No, they don't. They don't match up. But there's a butterfly down there. Oh no.
Yeah, maybe they don't match up.
That matches. Does that match up somehow?
I don't know, 17, 18. They may well match up somehow.
They might do. Perhaps we're going to build a whole garden or something with nothing in the middle.
But wait, what do we do now?
Flip this card and leave it on the table. They might come in handy. I presume we just flip the next card.
When we completed the previous card, what does it tell us to
tells-
do? Flip card 17 and read card 18. Okay, so we flip 17. When it rains, blah, 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 blah. And gives us this. Here we are. We put on our comfortable shoes. We'll help you look for that rabbit. He must know how to get out of Wonderland. Okay.
Flip this card and leave it on the table.
Along with card 17, it may come in handy.
Yeah, it doesn't say flip another card, but if it says leave it on the table, it must mean you don't need these right now. I think we just start on card 19 because there's no other instruction.
Yeah, because it actually said flip it and leave it on the table or whatever. It must be. You're right. There's that rabbit again. Oh, there you are. Again, when did we see a rabbit before?
Oh, they saw him. We saw it. We haven't actually seen a picture of him yet. Oh no, he had the pocket watch.
Oh, we must have done. Oh, there you are. Every time you meet someone, it's like finding a door to a whole new world. If you want to return to yours, follow me.
Flip this card. Not sure if I want to.
It's late.
The rabbit runs away, hopping, and a card falls out of his pocket. You'd like to warn him, but he's so fast he's already over the hill and out of sight. He's disappeared again. We're still late. Mark another X on the pocket watch.
So the card that falls out of his pocket, is that meant to be the one we already have, the blank one?
Maybe.
No.
Place card 20 on the table, then read card 21. That's the card. Place card 20 on the table and then read card 21.
So a lost card. And it says,
Why is a raven like a writing desk? What is the answer to that? Can you remember?
To remember from what?
I'm sure that's or is that just a riddle from Alice in Wonderland?
Oh, I don't know. Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Oh, I've heard that before. I just can't remember what
Really?
the answer is. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure we'll find out.
Because they both have feathers on when you have a old pen with feathers on the back.
Yes.
Because they're both black, like ink.
Are all desks black? Mine's not.
No, the ink in the pen has to be black.
Oh, right. Okay.
I don't know. Because why is a
Why is a
raven...
raven like a writing desk? I think that's a riddle from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, okay.
Which doesn't necessarily mean that it makes any sense. Right, a wonderful view. Wonderland is truly an enchanting place, full of unexpected wonders and strangeness hidden in the smallest details. You are amazed, almost mesmerised. What is the strangest thing in this landscape?
Well, I'm sorry, Laura. I can see the answer. Do you want me to say what I've seen?
Wonderland.
Yeah, it says Wonderland in the pink flamingos, isn't it?
Do we think that's...
Wonderland.
Do you think that's the strangest thing? I mean, that's pretty subjective, isn't it?
Oh, it's got to be that. Yeah, looking at the flamingos left to right, they spell out Wonderland. The landscape is strange compared to our world, but this is certainly the strangest thing. Right, read the next card.
Okay.
Okay.
Someone's been following us. Quickly, we've got to track down that rabbit. We should ask whoever has been following us. Who among these strange creatures has been secretly following us the whole time? And it's him. That's who I saw in the fireplace.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
That is who I saw in the fireplace.
It wasn't a chicken's bottom.
It wasn't a chicken's bottom. Honestly, I think I would have made a great detective in another life.
Wow, you still could be a detective.
You never know. A puzzle detective. Right. Do we get to turn that over?
The cat has been following us. You've seen it in various places, apparently.
Oh, well, we saw. It's not necessarily his smile, because that's not the same smile as on the cat.
What is that?
I've seen his tail.
I would never recognise that.
No.
And that, okay.
Pretty cryptic.
Right, the cat's been following us. You could have glimpsed him in these places.
You've passed through since the beginning of the story.
Read the next card.
Okay, we will.
Cat's eyes. Here comes the cat. To truly see him, we have to imagine what he really looks like. Oh, right, his eyes are yellow.
Oh, do you think so?
Yes.
Do you know that?
Yes.
Do you know that's how this is going to work?
Yes, because I had this in one of my optical illusion books that I
Oh,
read.
cool.
If you stare at this for 30 seconds, you can't do this on camera, and then, because this is what you see, you'll see the inverse colour, and the inverse is yellow.
Nice. I'm going to believe you.
Yellow.
Yellow, there we go.
Right, if you have followed instructions, stare into his eyes for several seconds, look to the blank side of the nothing card. Is that what this is for? These yellow eyes will have appeared by magic. If you answer yellow or orange,
Or if for any reason you have difficulty distinguishing colours well, then your answer is correct.
Right, the next card.
A captivating cat. Now you know the colour of his eyes, you can concentrate on the captivating cat. Finally, you see him perched in a tree smiling at you. But since when do cats smile? Flip this card.
Do-do-do-do. Something caught your eye. Was it that rabbit who just passed me by? Lost and puzzled, can't remember why. Find me and I'll help find that rabbit. I know where he goes, and maybe you'll also find yourself, but honestly, who knows?
Apparently, this strange cat can help you, but it's disappearing as it talks. Barely its smile remains. Read the next card.
Okay.
I feel like we probably need to keep that.
Yeah. An invisible cat. As a cat takes leap, it vanishes, now in the same moment. Now it is no longer where it was before, but you can't let it get away. Where exactly is the cat now? I can't pass that sentence.
No, I'm not sure what it's supposed to mean. Now in the same moment.
I think we're meant to look at them side by side, even though it doesn't say to do that.
It says, where is the cat now?
Was that the same picture as this? We're meant to see where the birds have gone, I think. So he was here, and then, presumably...
Oh, I think he's here. Is there a bird perched on top of him there?
Oh, right. Yes, that must be it, mustn't it?
Do you think?
It has to be.
Is that an ear or something? It's actually quite hard to see.
I think that you're right.
That bird looks like it's perched on something.
Yeah, you must be right. There we go.
There we go.
The cat is now on the lower right branch. You can see that the little bird on the right is otherwise suspended in midair. Okay.
Actually sitting on the cat's tail.
What a cheat! That rabbit with his dirty ways has already arrived at the end of this maze. Now it's up to you. Adventure awaits. Find a way out and we're on with the chase.
Turn this card over to look at the Wonderland wood. Read the next card. I mean, you do rattle through the cards, don't you? Ooh.
Take card 26, the Wonderland wood.
That's the one we've got.
26, yes. Yep. And place your finger on the point indicated by the red arrow. Do you want to do this?
Yeah, sure.
It's not really an arrow, is it?
No.
You must reach the white rabbit. Follow the yellow paths to get to the rabbit. Maybe we should use a pointing stick like a
Maybe
pencil.
we should use a pointer. You've got a pointy stick, haven't you?
You can use, yeah, it's in there, right at the front. Follow the yellow paths to get to the rabbit. You can never take your finger off the paper nor pass through the woods in green, or the Queen's Yard guards will arrest you. How can you reach the rabbit? By following the yellow paths.
Are these meant to be yellow?
Yeah.
Should we just... So what are we not allowed to pass through? You can never take your finger off the paper nor pass through the woods in green.
Okay, so it can't be done, ostensibly, because I'll show you why. None of this connects. If you start at the back end, this doesn't connect, this doesn't connect, doesn't connect, doesn't connect, so it doesn't actually connect.
Or...
So there has to be some trick.
Can we roll it up?
Yes,
oh look, you go over the back.
Yeah.
There you go. That way.
Yeah, so you actually go over the flip over the card,
side.
across, round, and there you are.
There we are.
Okay, so we've done it. Oh, the only way to get to the rabbit is by following the rules. Is to go left, flip the card, go all the way down the straight road behind the cat, flip the card again, you arrive right in front of the rabbit.
Sometimes you have to go forward. No.
That isn't what it says.
Sometimes to go forward, you have to go back.
Or back go to have you, forward go to sometimes.
Oh.
I mean,
wow.
literally.
That was well read.
If your answer is wrong, mark an X. We're not marking X's.
No.
Right, the rabbit came through here.
If you don't know where you're going, it doesn't matter which way you go. Just get lost and you can't go wrong.
Well, is that true?
I'll help you. The rabbit went from right to left in a straight line for a while, then went half of that distance upwards, then he moved in exactly the opposite direction to the direction he first travelled, but moving in a zigzag pattern. Finally, he went in a straight line back to where he started. After getting lost, he finally understood where to go.
That was nice and clear. To which of the places indicated by the signs is the rabbit headed? So I don't think we need these yet. Let's move those out of the way.
No, I don't think we need those.
So the rabbit went from right to left in a straight line for a while. Are we meant to be literally following the arrows like round the screen, like round the card like that?
Maybe, but then it says finally he went in a straight line back to where he started. To which of the places indicated by the signs is the
Maybe
rabbit
it's
headed?
nowhere. And there's a red, green and yellow pencils in a pot. The rabbit went from right to left in a straight line for a while. They went half of that distance upwards. So if you went like that and then up, if you draw that, so he went from right to left in a straight line, then went half of that distance upwards.
Yeah.
Then he moved in exactly the opposite direction to the direction he first travelled, but moved in the zigzag pattern.
Yeah.
Then he went in a straight line back to where he started. So it's a crown. So he's gone to the Queen's castle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
The rabbit went to the Queen's castle. Follow the directions while we've already worked out how to solve the puzzle. Right. The cat comes with you.
Oh, classic. Can't get rid of this cat. Run as fast as you can. The story's half over, so I hope you've got a plan. But rest assured, catch that rabbit and victory's yours. Flip this card and leave it on the table. We're building a garden. I think we are.
So it was.
Flip this card. Oh, should we go our magic mirror?
Yes.
Pretty. What have we got? And so it was that our heroes, namely you, and not in the past but now, continued reading the story in search of the rabbit with the pocket watch. Yes, it sounds strange if you read it out loud, but it's just as strange that you have decided to take the time to read this part of the story, despite being in a hurry. However, it is because of your curiosity for the details that you will be rewarded by raising one of the X marks on the pocket watch card. Only after you've done this, that is now, you may keep walking. And...
Okay. Continuing towards the castle, you arrive at a small clearing where two bizarre characters are conversing while having tea. It looks like they have filled their cups with tea from the tea storm that happened earlier.
Oh, maybe one of them can tell you where your rabbit went. Before you can even open your mouth to ask, they bombard you with questions. Flip this card.
Look, dear hare, we have guests. You say you are looking for a rabbit? Ah, I know where he went. Yeah, he's standing next to you. Is that a hare?
That's a hare.
Ah, of course it is. But why are you in such a hurry? Stay with us for a while. We must celebrate your arrival in Wonderland. But also, today is a special day.
Take the next 3 orange cards and the next 3 blue cards and place them on the table without turning them over next to the rest of the deck. Now read the visible cards and solve them in the order you prefer. Fun.
The last time it said to do that, we didn't need the rest of the deck.
Did we not?
No, well, we did, but only when we'd finished with the orange and blue.
Okay, right, let's start with orange, I think.
What time is it?
I do not think it is tea time, but I'm waiting for a very special moment. Exactly what time is it now?
So there's a movement illusion, which is on the card here. It's late that he gave us before, so presumably it's this time. So it's 25 past 7 or 5:35. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless it's literally, well, at the time of recording it's 4:49 PM and it's like,
Yeah.
look at your clock and see what time it is.
I bet that's it. I don't think it's tea time, but I'm waiting for a very special moment.
What's he waiting for? Is he waiting for the...
There's a pine cone on there.
Is there something on it which shows the time? The pine cone is a hand, isn't it?
Is it?
Is that a hand hanging down?
But there isn't another hand. I think it's just a pendulum underneath. I mean,
right.
you know, it's a pine cone.
It's a pine cone pendulum.
Pine cone pendulum, and it says exactly what time is it now.
Okay, let's look at the opposite one. The Mad Hatter's Mathematics.
I bet it's something like now.
It could well be now.
I bet the answer is now.
Maybe you need to solve this first, though.
Maybe.
Welcome to chaos. I had a voice for him, but I forgot what it was. Welcome to chaos. Everything here seems random and crazy, and indeed it is. But it is the most total chaos that a new opportunity often hides. I sound a bit like King Charles. For example, if 1 is like 10, 2 is like 20, 3 is like 30, 4 is like 40, you see I'm getting the drift here, and 5 is like 50, then 10 is like...
10.
Yeah, 10. Well, I mean, obviously 100. Unless it's supposed to be 1 is like 10, so 10 is like 1. Because it does say if 1 is like 10, then presumably 10 is like 1. Right?
Do you think so? So do you think it's 1?
I think it's 1, not 100. 10 is the same as 1. The first rule stated that. Okay, that's what I said. Right, read the next card. After tea time, it's time for tea. Let's make another cup. My teacup and the hare's teacup have the same colours. I take my cup first, and then Hare takes his, and then it's your turn to take one. Watch the delicate balance. We don't want to break a cup. Which cup do you take? What does that mean?
Well, there's only 2 that have exactly the same colours, which is the...
Oh, okay,
the
so it's those 2,
red.
yes.
Yeah, so...
Well, those blues are pretty similar.
They are pretty similar. Yes, they could have chosen any other colour there, couldn't they?
So he takes... Oh, if he takes those 2...
I take my cup first, then the hare takes his, and then it's your turn to take one.
Yeah, it must be this one because that's the one that's on top. That won't be. That will only be. This will only be supported by that one then, right? So it's got to be this one. Agreed?
But then, if he takes his first,
yeah, and then he can take this one. There's 2 teacups supporting this one. I think it's supposed to be that this is the one left over, right? So you have to take the top one then, which is this one.
Okay.
Take the blue cup with the spades.
No.
Wait.
Yeah, that's wrong.
But he shows it with the clubs. Oh, I was wrong. Okay.
After the hare takes the white cup at the top, it seems impossible for the hare to take his too. Well, what looks like a second cup with the clubs is in fact the Hatter's hat, which he took off before. It has the same shape and colour and has no tea spilling out. Let's look. If you, oh sorry, there you go. I mean, all right.
The fact that it doesn't have tea spilling out doesn't prove it isn't a cup.
Yeah.
And I could obviously own a hat which matches a cup. But I thought it was because these two I already explained what I thought. Fine, whatever. So that one's done. Thank you for the company. My lucky hat will lead us straight to that nice rabbit.
Flip this card and leave it on the table, and I assume that's going to be a little garden piece. There we are.
Doesn't tell us what time it is.
Doesn't tell us what time it is.
So maybe the time is now.
Should we just say the time is now?
Yeah.
Right now, this minute.
It's whatever time it is in the real world. Got you, Laura.
Oh, you got me.
That's what I said right away.
I know.
If you're playing at 6 o'clock, it's 6 o'clock. Yeah, we get it. The clock behind over here is the same as your pocket watch, but the hands don't move. I mean, they do if I do this. Anyway, but on that pocket watch at the beginning, you mark the time in the real world.
Yeah.
So what time is it now? And then
if your answer is
right,
correct.
happy non-birthday. Yes, that's going to be an explosive birthday.
We all have every year a birthday and only one a last, but here we prefer to celebrate the non-birthdays, which are many, many more.
That's true.
How many non-birthdays can a person have in a year?
Well, 365.
Yeah.
On a leap year, right?
Yeah.
On a leap year.
Yeah.
365. I think we could do that whole complex maths. Right, I'm coming to. You're the hare.
Am I the hare? It's
Yeah.
decided to have any hope of catching the rabbit. Need someone who thinks like one. Flip this card and leave it on the table. I don't even know what that means. This is like a fever dream. I've got no idea what's going on.
We have 5 bits of garden.
5 bits of garden.
And a wiser raven.
Why is a raven like a writing desk? We haven't used that. We've still got our mirror. Right.
I guess we go back to here. In search of a caterpillar. You can't go through here. You can't get through here unless you find a magic caterpillar. Okay, that's made it from the bushes. I'm sorry, I do not know how to describe him better. Maybe the other 5 characters can help you.
Yeah.
Then answer the question, who among the 5 characters is closest to the caterpillar's mouth?
Ooh.
So we need to recreate this symbol here,
Yeah.
based with our card. So where's the mouth of the caterpillar?
I would guess there. Somewhere near there. We're making him. Or then we
Maybe
match-
the caterpillar bends around.
Oh no, it's alright. He goes like that. Let me see who's closest to his
I
head.
don't think it actually needs the picture now we've got going. Who won the 5 characters? Oh, closest to the caterpillar's mouth.
Okay, so the hair.
No, because that's his eye.
No, look, he's got antenna here. The roses. He's actually upside down.
Oh, and the big blob is the mouth.
And the big blob is the mouth, so it's the hair.
Okay, fine.
Smashing. Where's the rest of our deck?
The hair is closest to the caterpillar's mouth. A complete picture of the caterpillar is arranged, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Chaos. The magic maze. Is that the right card?
Yeah.
Yeah. The rabbit is in the maze that leads to the Queen's castle. If you wish to follow him, enter the labyrinth inside me.
Inside
flip this
me?
card, yeah. Oh, inside the caterpillar. Take the next 7 cards and without shuffling them, hold them in your hand, forming a deck with the card number 40 on top as shown.
Okay.
So you just take... Okay.
Do you want to hold them?
Then read... Sure! Then read card 47. So we're not looking at them, I'm just holding them like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
At each sign, you can decide how far to advance following one of the numbers. The numbers tell you how many cards to place under the deck, one at a time. For example, if the sign shows number 3 and you want to go that way, you move 3. It's a maze, right? Okay, fine. So let's go right. So it's 2.
So what am I doing with them?
You move it 2 to the back, right? No, you move it to the back, right? Yeah, 1, 2.
Stop here. You must move again by as many steps as you just
Okay,
made.
so 2. And should we do 3?
Sure.
Come on then.
Is it just... Are we just...
It's a maze, isn't it? We're back to the start. So that,
Okay. So
let's do 2 again and then change our last decision. And then 2 again. And let's do 7 this time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Which unsurprisingly brought us back to where we were. I thought it would. So 3 when we go back to the start. Okay, so now it has to take 1. Right, should we take 1 on the right?
Yeah.
And now 1. And let's do 4 from here. Back at the start. Do 1 again. And 1 again. And 1 again. Now he has got things written on him that
Got
way.
to do 9.
So we'll do 9 this time. So that's 2.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We haven't been here yet.
As I was saying, you could have just taken 2 because there's 7 cards. And then should we go right or left?
Let's go left. 1, 2. Never mind. Should we just...
Yeah, let's go back to...
Shuffle back.
Yeah, go 4 instead.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hooray!
Now take this card and flip it and place it underneath the deck. You'll see again the entrance, where I like to sit. I'll wait here while you check. Find your way back to this card. Do not look for another way. Come on, it's not that hard. There's always reason in what I say. There's a way out of this maze's vastness, because reason is often hidden right behind the madness.
So we flip this over.
Wait, doesn't it say put it at the bottom of the deck?
Take this card and flip it.
And place it beneath the deck.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So I flipped it first and then putting it underneath the deck. So we've got to do it again.
What did it actually say on it?
Well, I think...
Oh, hello again, okay.
Yeah. I think we've got to do the whole thing again.
Yeah, I agree.
You can shuffle them this time if you like. It is actually quite a fun one, this. Right.
Is it not the same solution? Right, so it's got to be 1. Let's do 1. And 1. And 4. It's going to be the same problems before. So 9 is... We'll do 9 again. 2.
Yeah.
And then it was 2, 3, 4, and then 1.
I'm not sure what
2,
you're doing.
3,
I feel like you're just
4.
going to shuffle through until we get there.
There you go. Well,
That's what I'd have done.
The card has a 2 and a 4 on it. And
It's not that satisfying to do it twice.
No.
Hello again. You figured it out. I knew you'd do it. I had no doubt. You embraced insanity to escape the maze. Honestly, how brave. Make the sky the ground. Turn this deck upside down.
Like that?
Yeah. Oh. And then are we doing it again? It said, turn this deck upside down.
Make the sky the ground. Turn this deck upside down.
So let's flip it.
Make the sky the ground. Turn the deck upside down.
Yeah. So now we just do 3.
It says 8 on it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Rotate this card.
Then advance. Oh, okay. So 9.
Well, which way do I rotate it?
Because we start it says rotate it.
It was 6 to start with, was it?
I think so.
So 9
yeah.
is the same as 2.
Yeah.
Here we
use me here. A mirror. So whatever. So 5, I think.
Yes, well spotted. Use me here. So this becomes 5.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And rotate it. And now it goes 6, right?
Yeah.
Which is the same as going back 1.
Is it?
Yep. Use me here. Again. So this time it's 2.
Yeah. Well, this is clever.
1, 2.
If we're doing it
Flip
right.
card 4.
Hooray!
It says exit. Flip card 47.
I enjoyed the second half.
Yeah, it was very clever.
Yeah, I like that.
And it was all clever.
Yeah. I didn't need to do the first bit twice, I don't
No,
think.
I don't think so.
Okay.
The correct exit is this one on the back
Hooray.
of card 41, i.e. on card E. Oh, I just told you the solution. It
Yeah.
says to do it again. Then flip the deck and continue, and we did that. And the cat would give you often. The cat would often give you directions, pointing with its paw and saying this way if it was right and that way if it was wrong. Didn't notice that.
Didn't notice that. If you accidentally arrived at the exit with the wrong rabbit on card B, move back an X. I don't think we did.
No, we ended up at card E with the right rabbit. Was there another exit?
Didn't even notice. So one on card B.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Well, that was just luck.
Not sure I'd have clocked that, to be honest. Right then, onwards.
Yep. Read the next
Read
card.
the next card. The Queen's Castle. You've never seen such a big castle made completely of playing cards. You see the rabbit sneaking into it. You must reach him before one of the Queen's guards captures him. In his usual haste, he's dropped something on the ground. Flip this card to look at the set of keys. Keep it for the whole game. It might come in handy. Read the next card.
I have to say, that's not really sneaking, going right through the gate in
No,
broad daylight.
That's pretty obvious. That's exactly how.
Like a carrot
Ooh,
shape.
a set of keys.
The floral
Carrot
door
keys.
of the castle.
This door is the only entrance, but it is locked with a lock in the shape of a heart. Perhaps you can make the right key appear, but how?
Didn't we?
Oh, look, they've got little designs on them. Person.
So the carrot looks like a heart?
Nah, not enough.
It's a very elaborate heart, isn't it? What about in the middle?
But it's the bit around the lock that's the shape of a heart. The actual lock isn't.
I know.
I mean, none of those look like they would fit in a keyhole like that. However you slice them, because they haven't got a sort of central.
Yeah, I wonder.
Circular
That's why I
bit.
wonder whether it was a catch, like
The
it was a
carrot.
carrot or something.
Maybe it is the top of the carrot.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the top of the carrot. It's meant to match with the hole here. Yeah, that is it.
Do you think?
For sure.
Okay. It's not. These keys are not to do with this puzzle at all. Using the magic mirror on the top.
Oh, wow. Okay, I feel that's a little misleading. You're supposed to use that. We didn't solve this then, but you're supposed to put the mirror here
to create a key there. That key doesn't look like it would fit in the lock, even remotely.
No, I also feel that using the picture off here, you could just as well say, oh look, there's a heart, and also there's a heart here. Okay, well anyway, it's not.
There's nothing really to fit those together. I'm not sure what they were going for there.
Using the magic mirror on the pattern at the top creates an image of a key. Sure it does. It doesn't really, does it? The key is decorated with... It doesn't look like a key, really.
It doesn't look like a key.
It's meant to see that there's half of a heart here, though. Anyway, the key is decorated with leaves that appear around the lock, and the head of the key is in the shape of a heart.
But all it's not a keyhole in the shape of a heart, and it's not a key in the shape of a heart. It's a bit of decoration around the keyhole in the shape of a heart, and the head of the key is in the shape of a heart.
Yeah, and this doesn't look like a key.
Not even remotely.
Anyway, where did that damn rabbit go? I must arrest him by order of Her Majesty, the Queen of Hearts. This way, that way. Oh, where did you tell the guard? This way or that way?
Oh.
Do we remember? Did the rabbit always say this way or that way? Oh, maybe that's irrelevant. Perhaps we're meant to do it based on the picture.
Oh, isn't it that the Cheshire Cat always said this way if it was correct and that way if it was wrong?
Well, there was some rule for the rabbit earlier on, which I was not paying. Was it the rabbit?
Oh, I thought that was the cat.
Oh, it was the, no, you're right. It was the cat. I wasn't paying attention. I can't tell if we're just meant to recall that or meant to look at the picture and work out which one it is from the pictures. They're actually quite faded in real life.
There is a rabbit there.
Where?
Is that a rabbit?
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. The rabbit's gone this way. It's just as simple as that, I think.
Or is it that way? Because that's where that's pointing to.
I think this is the rabbit here, right?
Yeah. But are we saying it's this way or that way?
It's that way.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I well spotted. I didn't see that. So anyway, that's it. That's the rabbit. The guard tries to grab the rabbit, but he dodges and runs away. Hopefully the rabbit is not mad at you for ratting him out, or rabbiting him out. The rabbit is your only chance to escape from Wonderland. Don't know how you know that. The rabbit is here. You can see his ears sticking out. Well done. If you answered this, your answer is wrong. Wait, okay, that's the other one.
If you answered this way, your answer is wrong. Well done. The guard is fooled by your words and leaves in the wrong direction. The rabbit is safe and can help you. So we actually were supposed to give the wrong answer there.
Oh, I see. So he wouldn't arrest him.
What do you tell the guard?
Okay, fine. Alice is worried. Oh, heavens, if the rabbit is in trouble, so are we. This is the Queen's private garden. We should not be here. The Queen will cut off our heads. We have to run. Quick, quick.
Flip this card.
Right, oh no, too late. The guard spotted you. You were trapped.
That's a lot of guards. I'm not surprised one of them got you.
The whole castle collapses on top of you. You are drowned in a sea of talking playing cards.
Read the next card.
There she is, the Queen of Hearts. She's right behind this card.
Which card is the Queen of Hearts hiding behind? This one. The one that you're holding.
Yes.
Just behind this card that you have in your hand. Alice tried to tell you on the other side. It's true what they say, there is no rose without thorns. How dare you enter my castle without an invitation? Find me a red rose, a white rose, and a yellow one identical to this one, and maybe I won't cut off your head. Locate the 3 roses the Queen has asked you to find, or you'll be in big trouble. Apart from the colour, they are identical to the one shown by the servant. After you find them, or you give up, flip this card.
Are we supposed to be looking through past cards for them?
Well, isn't the rabbit holding a yellow rose?
So yes, we're supposed to look through past cards for them,
I think so. And didn't the caterpillar have white rose?
The caterpillar
antennae?
had one other one. Yeah. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but here's the yellow rose.
Is that a yellow rose or is that his pocket watch? Never
Here.
mind. Oh, there's a yellow rose.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there it is. There's a yellow one. And
The
caterpillar in the garden. Oh, a red rose there. But I thought
What
that
are we
was a
looking
white
for?
rose as well. A white rose.
No, it says to look exactly, or maybe it is. But I feel it should be somewhere else. No, there's another one of those there.
So it says they look exactly like those.
Did you say someone was holding a white rose?
No, I thought the rabbit was holding a red rose. Yellow rose, but it's his pocket watch.
Hey, so I have just gone through. I've
That's a lot of
gone
cards.
through all the cards, of which there are
Loads and loads.
a lot, as you can imagine. And I found it finally on the box.
On the box. How lovely.
All right, well there we go. We found it on the cover. So, should we carry on?
The red rose in the hand of the Mad Hatter, the yellow rose on the wall of the exit from the labyrinth, the white rose on the game box cover.
Right.
Smashed it.
Read the next card. That was not the next card.
That was not the next card.
Idiot.
Okay.
Nothing will make the Queen happy, Laura.
What beautiful flowers.
Oh,
thank
thank
you. I like to surround myself with bushes of roses. They protect me and drive away sadness. But sometimes they also drive away joy. What do I love more than roses? Nothing. The roses are not enough to please the Queen. What else can you give her to make her happy?
Is it nothing? Do you think it's nothing again?
Nothing will make the Queen happy.
Yeah. Give her nothing.
It can't be nothing again. I mean, it can. I think it is.
Give her nothing.
Yeah.
Unless there's a character called Nothing. Oh, you give her the Nothing card.
Okay.
Of course you do.
The nothing card.
But I'll give her that Nothing card. Oh, it's got something on it now.
There's always got something on it, hasn't it?
There's a
There
Nothing
we go.
card.
There's the nothing card. Have we used that already?
You used it when there was an optical illusion and you stared at it to see
Oh,
that.
yes, the cat. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, we didn't know that we had to give her a card of nothing because that's just as esoteric as giving her nothing anyway.
Well, we still said nothing.
That's true.
In fact, if you give her the nothing card, haven't you given her something?
Yeah, I would say so. Anyway, despite your effort, she becomes angry again. She has you locked up in prison. Tell them the guards.
Tomorrow at dawn, cut off their heads. It's
not very nice, is it?
No, it's not. But she's kind of famed for being sassy, isn't she?
Read the next card.
We will. Thrown in jail. No.
If we don't get out of here, the Queen will cut off our heads. Who's our? Is it like? Is there a rabbit in there too?
Maybe the rabbit.
Maybe it's us as
or
well.
I think maybe the twins are with
maybe
us.
it's maybe
the cat.
What a mess! We'll end up in one of the other worlds. You know, she wasn't talking like this before, was she?
I can't remember what her voice was.
Did you know Wonderland is not the only magical world?
Flip this card.
I do like the hearts in the bars.
It's cute. Good theming.
Ooh. It doesn't say rotate it. I think
it
I will
doesn't, but I
assume
think
it.
let's do that.
There are other worlds like this one. You can explore them through games, but this world is not like the others. Those who escape from Wonderland leave their hearts behind, which is why the ruler of this world is called the Queen of Hearts.
Read the next card. Are those other Deckscape games, do we think?
Oh, I think they...
Do they?
Yeah, no, they
I don't
are.
know what the other ones are.
I think they probably are,
they look
actually.
like that?
Yeah, they do.
Here we go.
The cell key.
Don't lose heart. The lock of this cell has an angry face, but no one can resist a tender kiss. Which key will open the lock?
Do we still have those keys?
Yeah, and there was one.
Where are they?
There was one, I think, that looked a little bit like a face. One of these faces, I think the blue one, looks like the side of a face. Do you think? Maybe?
It may just... Actually, I don't think it even need the mirror.
Yeah.
It's just the profile.
It just looks like that
the profile
face, doesn't it?
matches the face here,
Yeah.
isn't it? So it's the blue key.
The blue key. Which key will open the lock?
The blue
Yay!
key!
The profile of the key is identical to the profile of the face. By bringing them together, they will kiss. Sure, that's definitely how locks work. No one can resist a tender kiss. If your answer is wrong, mark next. Then place the next 3 cards on the table as shown and read card 60.
Okay.
So we'll put our keys to the side. We haven't done anything with the other worlds in the bubbles.
No.
Okay.
Let's
Should we zoom out?
Yeah. So is this order right?
That order, and then read card 60. So the other 2 cards must be the same colour, is what the spade says. The other 2 cards, neither of them can be an ace. The other 2 cards must be different colours. Okay.
So it shows 6 cards in the picture here and says these cards are guarding our cell, but they don't realise we are prisoners. Maybe if we manage to organise them correctly, they might think that you are their commander. Arrange the 3 cards on the table, turning them over to one side or the other, so that their orders do not contradict each other. On which side should the 3 cards be turned so their 3 orders are all satisfied?
All satisfied. Firstly, let's just note that they're rubbish guards if they don't know who is a prisoner and who is not.
Right, so that's got the 4 of hearts on one side and the ace of spades on the other. The other 2 cards must be black. The other 2... Okay.
So if neither of them can be an ace, then...
The other 2 cards, neither of them can be in spades. And the other 2 cards... Oh, we've read that one. What's on the back of it?
The 2 cards must be different colours.
The other 2 cards must be red like me.
So if we turn over that one, but then we've got 2 aces.
So, yeah.
He says the other 2 cards must be black.
So it can't be... So he can't be correct. Because if we make the other cards red...
Yeah, then
there's
one
a
of them must be
contradiction.
an
Does
ace.
it say they all have to be correct? Yes, they do not contradict.
Yeah.
So he's definitely black.
So it's not him. So the other 2 cards must be different colours.
Right, let's
And
turn
if
one over. That's one option.
They're 2, but they're both aces.
So that's wrong. How about now?
The other 2 cards must be black. The other 2 cards, neither of them can be spades. The other 2 cards must be different colours.
That's it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Was not the hardest puzzle in the world.
I quite enjoyed it though. I do
I
enjoy
enjoyed
the
it
sort
when it
of,
lasted.
Yeah, I know. I enjoy the sort of double-sided aspect of these
Yeah,
cards.
it's fun.
Okay.
Possible reasoning. We don't need to do the reasoning. We did our own reasoning. We're correct. Right.
We are
great.
correct. Okay, great. So
Here
we
you
can
are.
get rid of them.
There's that
Toodaloo,
rabbit.
there's that rabbit. Here you are. You finally reached me at the end of the story. Let's hope it's not too late. Look out. Here is the queen with her guards. Flip this card and place it next to the rest of the deck. Oh.
On the right, I'm going with.
Yes, let's
Let's
do
just
that.
straighten that.
Let's have a look. The final riddle. The queen is coming for your head. Time to get out. But if you haven't really got in, you can't really get out either. To get out of this place, you must first get in it. How can you make yourself appear in these cards?
You're supposed to like pick these up. Let's move that out of the way and put yourself like this.
Maybe. Or the mirror?
I mean, it could be either, right?
Yeah.
Is it just literally that?
What, the mirror?
Put it in yourself, or put. No, I mean, yes, you can put it in yourself. Hello, Laura.
Does that fit on there? There's my
There you go,
face.
there's Laura.
What a terrible angle.
It's a terrible mirror. That must be it, right? One of the two. I reckon you just.
Do you think so?
I reckon you just put yourself in here.
Do you think so? With the mirror? Okay.
Yeah. Should we turn it over?
Should we turn
Which one do we
over?
turn over?
I don't know. Turn them both over? There's
That's
the
the one.
rabbit. Oh, that's the one we had already turned over. There you go.
Place the mirror inside the frame that Alice is holding.
Yeah, that's what I said. It fits in there.
Oh, I didn't even realise you
Only,
said that.
I think you were waving it around at my chin at that point.
Right, okay. I feel like putting yourself in the middle was just as reasonable. Okay, is that it? Are we finished? That's 62 and then 63.
So what does it say? Now
Score. Count them of X's. Well, amazingly, we've got no X's because we didn't
We didn't
write
write
them
it
down.
down. That's the way to win.
Way to go. You made it to the end of the story. Now flip this card.
Oh. There we go. It's always sad to say goodbye because that means you're about to leave and forget all about us. At the beginning I said that nothing ever changes, but really nothing lasts forever. There's nothing left here for you to do. Put the cards back in order from 1 to 64, put them back in the box with the mirror and return to your normal world. Soon everything will be the same as it was before. But will you?
Yeah, actually, I will.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Is that everything? Is there anything on the back of any of these cards? No. Just
Caution. You are
Danger,
looking at the
danger.
wrong side of this deck. Well, there we go. Did you enjoy that?
Wow. Yes and no. I think it was probably good for them to introduce early doors that some of the answers would be like gotcha type
Yes.
answers.
This
What did you
Deckscape
think?
and Wonderland. It's kind of typical, I think, of a lot of the other Deckscape games in that sometimes you might disagree with the answer, but by the time you discover you disagree with it, you've already seen
It's
it.
too
and
late.
It's just
Yeah.
academic.
I quite like it as a sort of travel type game. It would probably keep me entertained if I was on a train or, plane or bus or another bit of public transport.
You'd be hard pressed to play some of this on a bus without dropping the cards everywhere.
That's true.
I
Depends
think.
what kind of bus. Anyway.
Oh, that's true.
But yeah, I did enjoy it. I think I'm used to, I don't know, a little bit more interactivity maybe. What would
Yeah.
you say?
Oh, I think they're fun. It's a bit of a laugh to go through. I think as long as you don't take it too seriously, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, they're kind of harmless, aren't they?
Yeah, and also if you think you've had a go at the answer, just turn the card over. Don't agonise over it.
That's true. That's true.
It does mean that the time limit at the end is a bit arbitrary because although it says 75 minutes, I mean it depends how long you spend worrying that you've got the right answer or not. Because I find that usually when it came to an actual logic puzzle, we didn't have any trouble with any of them, did we?
No.
It was only the riddles where you could kind of justify different answers. Like the last one, how do you put yourself in this card? Well,
Yeah.
When you realised I didn't, that gap was for the mirror.
Yeah.
Clearly that's what was intended.
And I feel like once we'd figured out that some of the answers were definitely going to be a bit off the wall, then we were sort of prepared for... We were
Yeah.
expecting the unexpected at that point, so yeah, that would set the tone. I'd be interested to play other Deckscape games and see how
Yeah.
similar they were, because I know Alice in Wonderland is quite
Woozy.
out there. Yeah, so yeah, I'd like to see what the logic is like in the other ones.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, and if you didn't, leave a comment down below somewhere so we can see what you think. That would be great.
Yeah, makes us feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
And don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and even if you didn't. And subscribe as well so you can find our future videos, or watch some of the others that might appear in the middle here at the end.
Somewhere around here.
But until another one of those videos, all that remains is for me to say goodbye.
And for me to say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.